Now the question before us is a survey conducted by an organization for the causes of illness and death among the women between the ages 15 to 44 worldwide found the following figures. It means that a survey was conducted worldwide in which it was found that the female fertility rate due to reproductive health conditions was 31.8 and 25.4% fertility rate was due to neuropsychiatric conditions and so on. That is the causes of illness and death among the women, and the respective fertility rate are given against the each. Now we are to represent the information given above graphically. It means that by the way of graph, we are to represent all this information. Now, this is the graph, this is the chart, and these are the figures which have been taken from the question. So now we will prepare the information in the form of a graph. So now it is the y-axis which we will draw here. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. The information which is changing is female fertility rate. Normally the information which changes is taken on the y-axis. So here we will write female fertility rate, and these are the causes of illness and death. That is on the x-axis we will take causes of illness and death, and on y-axis we will take female fertility rate. So now what is reproductive health conditions? We see that the maximum figure mentioned is 31.8 and the minimum is 4.1. So we will here draw the graph. So here first we will mention the lines so that we can take all these figures on this graph. This is 5, here we mention 10, 15. After every 3 cells we are taking the interval of 5. So now what is the first? First is reproductive health conditions. We will take here reproductive health conditions up to 31.8. You are to draw the line straight in the examination. This is 31.8 and this is reproductive health conditions. As I am mentioning in short words, you can here mention RHC, reproductive health conditions. Now, next we take neuropsychiatric conditions. You can mention here NC. neuro. You are to must you are to clearly mention that you are taking these abbreviations. Otherwise, the teacher in the exam may cut the marks of the papers. 25.4. In the exam, you can change the mark sheet on which you are writing answer sheet accordingly. But here we cannot change. That is why we are not able to draw the lines in a straight line. Then these are the injuries. As we have mentioned injuries properly, there is no need to write in short words. Injuries are in 12.4. Here we can say that this is up to this point. You have to take approximation. 12.4. Next is cardiovascular conditions. Please note that we are maintaining equal distance because in each case we are taking drawing the bar graph which is adjoining the line, this black line. So here cardiovascular is 4.3. 4.3. Next is respiratory conditions. Respiratory conditions. This is 4.1. This will be somewhat near it. This is respiratory conditions. This will be 4.1. Next is other causes. These are 22. Other causes you may mention as OC. We are taking the first word of all these causes. You may mention that here abbreviations. Now this is the other causes. This is 22. Can mention it here. 22. So now by now you have been able to draw the information in respect of causes of illness and death on x-axis and the female fertility rate which is changing as per the cause of illness and death on the y-axis, and we have drawn the picture on the chart. Now we take the next point which is in the question. Which condition is the major cause of women's ill health and death worldwide? So now we refer back to the graph. From the graph, we can observe that this is the highest bar which is being shown. This is the reproductive health conditions. That is the female fertility rate is highest in the case of due to reproductive health conditions. That is due to reproductive health conditions, most of the female suffer illness or death. So we come back to the which condition is the major cause of women's ill health? The major cause of what is written in the question, we have to take the answer from that. Ill health and death worldwide is reproductive health conditions. So this is also clear from the chart, which is a table, as well as also from the graph which we have drawn. Now next, try to find out with the help of your teacher any two factors which play a major role in the cause in two, women's ill health and death worldwide above being the major cause. That is, what are the main two factors which cause reproductive health conditions, ill health? What are the main causes? That is, what is the main cause which is resulting into the death or illness of the woman due to reproductive health conditions? So two factors which play a major role in the cause to being the major cause are, first is lack of proper care and understanding. That is, on one side, the women themselves do not take care of themselves mostly. On the other side, the family also may not be taking the proper care of the women, and as well as it is mostly think that the women will take care of themselves and there is no need that we should take care of the woman. So this is the main reason that the woman's ill health and death is occurring on the high side due to reproductive health conditions. If we place themselves in the place of women, we can very well understand that there is need to take proper care of women and to understand what type of work they are doing, and there is need to take proper care of them. Next point is lack of medical facilities. It is particularly true in the case of poor countries as well as in respect of the women who are living in rural areas, because the proper medical facilities will not be available to women in rural areas as well as in the poor countries. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.